And we're live. Welcome to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sights, sounds, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the fucking writer's life. It's been one of those days. I woke up an hour late, and everything's been like a train wreck ever since. You come over here, it's going to be relaxing, and you just write, and you drink, and you eat, manja, and, everything's, like, I don't know, full bar. Fucked up beyond all reality. Screw the water. Nah, I'm just kidding. So it's the Ask Me Anything. I'm a couple minutes late. I'm 7 minutes late. I hope people didn't just say, this guy sucks. It's never on time. So I'll wait around a little bit. And I know it's going to be hard because a lot of you guys are working in the States. And it's going to be tough for you to chime in or whatever. So if nobody chimes in, I can talk about something else. So something did strike me. I found this funny, actually. So Nancy Pelosi's husband, the one who got in the DWI a month ago or so, month and a half ago. They say he just suffered a home invasion. He's the victim of home invasion, and he got beat up. But he's getting great medical care, and he's gonna pull through, and he's gonna do fine. I don't know. This is just me. This is the way I think. Again, I hope this isn't too bright. I hope. But I can't help but think that Nancy kicked the shit out of him. She just took off her high heel and started going to town on him. She's upset because she's going to lose and she's not going to have power anymore. And he got the DWI that didn't help, and, they're probably going to be investigated for insider trading. I bet you 2-1 the House is going to investigate him on that stuff. And again, I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting what I believe could be true. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I really can't tell you. But I just found it funny. I just think it could be, like she beat him up, and the cops came to the house, and they're like, "Uh-oh, it's the Pelosi's again," and they just sort of like, shuffled off a few bucks, and they're like, can you keep this kind of under the table? Can you keep it quiet? One of those things. So anyway, all right, I'm waiting for anybody to chime in. I ain't got nobody. I knew this would be kind of tough, not being in the States. So we'll see. We'll give it a few minutes. So what's it like writing in a foreign country? Like I always say, my process isn't all that different from at home. I write usually from about 7 to about 5. When I'm over here, I write till about 6 because everything happens later here. Like people don't eat lunch till like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then they have a snack like around 5 or 6. Then they don't eat dinner till like 9 o'clock, which is basically what I do. But my time has been off because of the jet lag and all that sort of stuff. And so, my sleeping patterns have just been brutal. I wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning and I'm like wide awake. And then I just try to like lull myself back to sleep. And then the next thing I know, the bells are ringing. The first bells go off at 7 o'clock, and then the second bells go off at 8 o'clock, just in case you didn't hear the first round. And if you hear the first round and go back to sleep, and you hear the second round, you're running late. So I try to get up at the first round of bells and hit it. But I've been very productive so far. I've written what have I written? I've written something like 5,000 or 6,000 words on The Body, the new Jack Marconi book. And what's funny is the person who owns this building, this ancient building, his name is outside, like on a placard, and it says Marconi. So how's that for irony? And I started another MetaMan called Cashless Bail. I've written 2 chapters, like 2.5 chapters, and I wrote it in the fucking first person, which I wasn't supposed to do. So now I got to go back and change that to the third person. Oh, woe was me, but that's no big deal. But otherwise, and all that stuff is going to be up on serialized on Vella, raw and uncut, and then eventually it'll be in book form. And I also handed in the first Moonlight book for Down and Out Books that'll come out in January. Moonlight Runs, and you can catch a raw and uncut version of that on Vella too if you want. It's a lot of fun. And as you know, I'm doing a book a month for Down and Out in 2023, plus books and short thrillers for my own Bear Media label. So it's just going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. But hopefully I'll keep up with everything. It's kind of strange, like, because I'm a pulp writer and like I'm doing exactly what they used to do in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, which is you write it on your typewriter and boom, you do one good draft and you hand it off to the editor and it goes right to print. And the next day you start on the next one, next chapter, and it's quite the experience. And it can be exhausting, but it can be really thrilling too. That's what I love about it. I like the pressure. I enjoy the pressure. All right, somebody's chiming in. Who's chiming in? Frank Theodat. Hey, Frank. Hey, Vince. Is Kindle Vella the best platform for starting serial fiction? I would say yes, because it pays really well. But then there's guys like my really good buddy and really good writer, best-selling author Ben Sobiek, who just said, I'm going to go all in on Wattpad. And he went all in on Wattpad like 10 years ago, I think, at this point. Maybe, Ben, if you're out there, I don't know if you're out there, but they eventually put him into because Wattpad is, you're serializing your material for free. And I'm like a big anti-write for free guy. I don't even use Medium anymore because, if I'm going to write for somebody, I'm going to get paid well for it because I do this for a living. However, if you stick with Wattpad and you're good enough, then they start paying you. And on top of it, they act like agents for you. And I think Ben has even had at least 1 or 2 of his stories optioned for, movie or whatever. And just today, he was reported on the hot sheet, which is pretty cool. Because he's got he was included in a new batch of serial stories that I think he's being paid really well for. I think they gave him a nice advance for it, so that's very cool. But for me, I've been like an Amazon guy all along, even though all my traditionally published books are available everywhere, and a lot of my indie books are published everywhere. But for the most part, all my indie books are I keep them on Amazon. So Vella only makes sense. It makes sense for me, and like I said, it pays really well. I can live for the month on what I earn on Vela alone. So far anyway with those bonuses, but you have to be prolific. If you're not prolific, Vela's not going to be the thing for you. You're just better off going straight to book form. I'm doing like a novel and at least a short thriller a month, which means I'm doing like 50 to 60,000 words on the novel, and then another 20 to 25,000 words on the short thriller. So I'm posting new material every single day, 7 days a week. That's why I get decent bonuses. All right, what else we got? Okay, glad I could help. Frank, where are you from, by the way? I'd like to know. Timothy B. What are your thoughts on royalty splits with ACX? Is paying upfront better in your mind? I did that once. I got like 35 of my own books under Bear Media in ACX. And 99.9% of them, I've just done the split because I just don't have time to screw around with it. You know what I mean? But one time I paid for the production. It was like 3 hours of production, which was only like $120 or something like that. But you had to go through a few more bells. No, I'm mixing up my analogies or whatever. You had to go through more hoops. And in the end, it just didn't seem worth it. I sell okay on ACX and Brilliance Audio and stuff like that. But audio, they were trying to say like audio is the huge new thing, and I don't believe that at all. I really don't. I think the next big thing is just reading fiction off of this baby here, just like little bite-sized serial bits, and read as much or as little as you want right off of this. I don't even think the Amazon Kindle thing's going to last that much longer. I think this is where it's at. I mean, I've been in like the bush in Africa, and where people lived in clay huts, and I'm not kidding. And they all had one of these, So take it a step further, I think everybody's going to eventually have a Bitcoin account as well and be their own bank, because a lot of those people are unbanked, but you can be banked with this. All right. I hope I'm not rambling. And I'm watching the time. Okay, what else we got? Hey, Vince, is Kindle the Vela the best platform? Oh, wait, I already did that one, didn't I? Okay, so Frank, you're from Massachusetts. Grew up in Boston. Hooray. And Timothy B., where are you from? Oh, and so Tim, I hope I answered your question. That I think it's up to you. I mean, like if you want to pay for production and you get a few more pennies for the sale, then go for it. But to me, it's just easier to like, boom, I have a good relationship with the people who are my narrators. They are the guy who does the Chase Baker books, the Marconi books, the Moonlight books, the Sam Savage books. It's all the same guy. The Chase Baker. Did I say Chase Baker? It's all the same guy. He's an amazing actor. Andrew Werlin is his name, and he really is. He really brings something different to each character. So I work with him exclusively for all the guy stuff, and I've had several female readers for the female stuff. So, what else we got? How many words do you produce a day? Oh, but first, Tim's from East Texas. All right. The royalty splits just seems simpler. Yeah, it does. It's just simple. It's 50-50. It was really great when ACX would pay you for the free codes. They give you like 20 free codes for UK stuff and for the Amazon, or rather for the USA stuff. You could make a lot of money, but a lot of people cheated, and they would just, write the word spit 60,000 times and get it out there and get all these free codes and make money from it. So just a few bad apples ruined a really good thing for a lot of authors. Don't you hate that? All right, so Frank, how many words do you write a day? Let's see. I do about, 1,000 right off the bat with my coffee. And then another 2,000. About 3,000 to 4,000 words a day. And that's part-time. That's, I don't sit my ass in the chair for 8 hours a day. I do these like 20-minute sprints, and then I get up and do something, and another 20-minute sprint, and get up and do something, and then I'll work out for a couple of hours, and then I don't really eat lunch. Over here in Italy, I'll eat lunch because how can you not eat lunch in Italy? But even that I'll do at my desk, and then I'll take a little nap, and then I'll get up and I'll do another writing sprint, but mostly I'll do editing and the business end of things. And then maybe I'll end the day with another writing sprint and or more editing. So by the time I'm done, it's usually about 3,000 to 4,000 words a day. Per month, it ends up, so what is that? If my math is right, it's around 90,000 words a month, anywhere from 70 to 90. 70, I would say I write anywhere from 70 to 100,000 words a month, something like that. See if we get anybody else. If not, we can bring it to an end. I appreciate people showing up. I know it's not easy. You're probably at work, probably sneaking this in. So thank you. Let's see. I don't see anybody else. All right, we're going to close it. Been about a half an hour, close to a half an hour. Anybody else? Any other questions from anybody who's still up there? All right. Oh, I got another one. Okay. William Whiteside. I like that name. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm surprised anybody showed up at all. My iPad showed waiting on Vincent. Have a good one anyway. Thanks, buddy. William, where are you from? If you're out there, you might have had to leave. Yeah, also, something could be screwed up because I scheduled the live stream, but it wouldn't let me onto it. So I had to redo the whole thing, which was Wichita, Kansas. All right. William Whiteside. So I don't know. For all I know, there's another stream out there that started and it's just floating in the ether. I don't know. Ever since COVID, my brain has been mush. I swear to God. All right, you guys. Thanks for chiming in, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Yes, William, I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow and Sunday. All right, I'm out. Ciao, ciao.